My boyfriend, who I have been dating for 2 years, treated me badly, so I turned around and married his father. Since I can't be your bride, then I'll be your stepmother. I watched the scene at the doorway of the room. A woman sat on a man's lap, her hands around his neck getting ready to kiss him. The man had his arms around her waist, showing no signs of rejection. It looked like a couple deeply in love. That's what I thought at the moment. If that man wasn't my boyfriend, William, whom I had been dating for 2 years, I would have thought I had walked into the wrong room. The woman sitting on William's lap was Mary, his first love and the one who left him 3 years ago to study abroad. And now she was back. I watched the affectionate pair with a cold smile. When William saw me, he spoke first. Michelle, let's break up. It might be a lie to say that there were no feelings, but being in a relationship for 2 years and being affectionate with another woman, it's hard to say what else they haven't done. But I, who had died once before, had completely lost my feelings for William. Yes, I have been reborn. In my previous life, after William proposed breaking up, I kept clinging on and even tried to sabotage his relationship with Mary. In the end, I was so devastated that I committed suicide by jumping off from a building in Hollywood. William, seemingly oblivious, continued, I'll give you $30 million as a breakup fee. Only then did it hit me that I agreed. What? I said, sure, let's break up, but the $30 million breakup fee is rightfully mine. After all, who wouldn't get along with money? Being a rich woman sounds good, right? You two scumbags suit each other well. Michelle, are you sure? William warned me to think it through. I replied. Who needs a scumbag like you? Michelle, don't want you. But thanks to this woman, I didn't end up marrying this scumbag. Wait, even without her, I wouldn't have married William anyway. Thinking back to 2 years ago when William was pursuing me. Michelle, I will treat you well, be my girlfriend. The way William appeared so caring. Ugh, just thinking about it now gives me bad luck and disgust. I quickly packed my things and moved out of William's apartment. Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, I'll go to that cafe we used to go to, and you better have the breakup fee ready for me. I left the apartment without looking back. That cafe was where William had confessed his love to me. Breaking up there somehow gives closure to everything. I went directly to a villa area. Oh my, look who's here, our Michelle. What brings you here? Aren't you supposed to be with your Prince William? Enough with the joking around, if this gets out, you'll be in trouble. Our modern ice queen is. Oh, shut up. Kent pulled me into the house. What? Mary is back? Is William falling for her again? Shameless, hey, calm down. Why shouldn't I be calm? You've been cheated on, aren't you angry? Seeing Kent's excitement, one would think it's you who've been cheated on. I calmly spoke up, holding up 3 fingers. He agreed to give me $30 million as a breakup fee. Kent fell silent instantly. Then slowly spoke up, truly worthy of Prince William, lavish from the start. I stayed at Kent's grand villa for one night, and the next day, I went to the cafe as planned. William was sitting by the window, sunlight cascading on him, giving him an ethereal appearance. It's hard to believe he's a scumbag. I walked up to William, pulled a chair, and sat down. William spoke up, Michelle, is it really over between us? You cheated, you initiated the breakup, and now you're here saying this. Have you no shame, William? Upon hearing my words, William took out a check of $30 million and placed it on the table. This is $30 million as a breakup fee, enough for your future. I reached for the check, as you wish. Oh, look who it is. Michelle. Why are you here with William? Mary said with a light laugh, knowingly asking. I didn't want to deal with Mary, so I walked straight out the door. William, why is Michelle ignoring me? Is she still holding a grudge against you? A dog's incessant barking could be heard from behind. Annoyed, I stepped out and called Kent. Hey, Kent, I got the breakup fee, come pick me up, let's go for dinner. In just 7 minutes, a pale purple Porsche pulled up at the cafe entrance. Kent, wearing sunglasses, stepped out. Come on, Michelle, let's go eat. Wow, it's Kent. Kent, look at me. Oh, Kent got recognized by fans. Kent had to sign autographs for the fans while giving me a stern look, urging me to hurry up. I had to push through her fans and make my way to her car. After Kent finished signing autographs for the fans, I got in the car with her, and she drove off. I could hear the fans outside saying, hey, who's that, getting into Kent's car. I'm so envious, I want to ride in Kent's car too. It must be Kent's friend. I sat in the car and turned to Kent, asking, do you think your fans will find out everything about me? Kent shrugged, probably not, maybe, perhaps, unlikely, right? Kent drove on, asking, where do you want to eat? Hey, you're finally rich, must go to a good place. Looks like you're all flashy now. Why, don't you want to go? Let's go, we have to go. That evening, as we lounged on the couch, I said to Kent, who was playing games, Kent, I want to go to Hollywood. After all, in my past life, I was a seasoned actress, just delayed by a scumbag. Oh. What, you want to go to Hollywood? Are you kidding me? Don't joke with me. Oh, I'm not joking. You had a good job, why do you want to go to Hollywood? Oh well, just feel like it. Can you help me? Come to my company, Chingu Entertainment, I'll provide you with resources. Overjoyed, I hugged her. Kent, you're the best. Kent pushed me away in disdain, saying, Go, don't think I don't know. That you're the best is your catchphrase. I gestured awkwardly with my fingers. Oh, don't worry about these details. The next day, Kent took me to the company to sign the contract. Upon arriving, I saw many familiar faces. Oh my, Kent, isn't that the female lead from the movie released last month? And the male lead from the TV drama I like. Kent was already annoyed and covering his ears. At that moment, an employee approached us. Boss, is this the new talent we're signing today? Yes, introduce her. This is my friend, Michelle. After some questions, they handed me a document to sign, which I did without any issues. I arrived in the morning, signed in the afternoon, and met my agent later. Hello, you must be Michelle. I'm your agent, Zhang Xian. Can I call you Michelle? Sure, you can. You can call me Zhang. You're probably older than me. I'm 23 this year. On the way back, I said to Kent, I'm happy today, let me treat you to dinner. Let's go! Finally, you're being generous for a change. I was exasperated. What do you mean by being generous for a change? I'm always generous, okay? Oh, by the way, help me find a film crew. It seems the director is Zhang, who's currently popular, working on that hit drama. I need to join the crew. He's not that famous, you know. I know, he's currently filming a drama, not very popular, a newcomer director. Oh, trust my judgment. Alright, I'll find one for you. Ha, in the last life, that drama was a huge hit. The value of the crew skyrocketed, especially the female lead, going from a nobody to a rising star. Why shouldn't I seize this opportunity for more exposure? Kent's efficiency is impressive. The request was made last night, and he joined the team early this morning. As soon as I arrived, the director personally came out to greet me. You must be Michelle, a friend of boss, he said. I couldn't help but feel delighted. Ah, Kent, the rising actress. Seems to be doing well, inheriting the family business. She immediately got the lead role upon joining the team. Half a year later, my first drama has been filmed and is about to premiere. At the wrap-up party, the director, holding a glass of wine, smiled and said, Everyone did a great job this time. We are a small production team with not much investment, mainly backed by boss's funding, and relying on Michelle too. Oh, it's all thanks to everyone's hard work, not just me, I replied modestly. Come on, don't be so modest, Michelle. Here, let me raise a toast to you, said Ting, the fourth female lead in the drama. Despite not getting along with her on set, I found her behavior today quite unusual. Thinking it was just good spirits in celebration of the wrap-up, I drank the wine she offered without suspicion. The next morning, as I reached up to pull the covers closer, I was surprised to find someone beside me. I jolted awake, realizing I was in a warm embrace. I moved slightly and felt sore all over. What had happened last night? I tried to break free, but the hold tightened around me. A magnetic male voice sounded above me. Don't move. I looked up to see a handsome face. Why did he remind me of William? Why was I even thinking of that scumbag? I will take responsibility for you. I will marry you. Eh? What? I shifted and felt aches all over again. I suddenly realized I had been drugged. But this situation was quite peculiar. I shook my head quickly. No, I don't need you to take responsibility for me. I'm only 23, I'm young, I don't need a painful marriage, the man beside me chuckled. Well, you had sex with me, it was my first time, you have to take responsibility. How could he be like this? Just as I was about to pretend not to hear, I heard him say again, if you don't take responsibility, I'll blacklist you in the industry, I promise you that. I don't believe you can blacklist me. I looked around the room. It seemed to be the presidential suite of the Albert Hotel, only top business moguls had access to these rooms. And now I believed it, I was instantly crestfallen, my career had just started to take off. I couldn't afford to be blacklisted. At 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I stood outside the Civil Affairs Bureau with the man, looking at the red marriage certificate in my hand. I couldn't help but sigh. Sobbing, a 23-year-old young woman like me had suddenly become a married woman. Since we are married, you should move in with me, Michelle. Arthur looked at me strangely. What's wrong, Michelle? Oh, nothing. I asked Arthur to drop me off outside Kent's villa, where I had been living for the past 6 months. Seeing a business car outside, Kent assumed it was someone from Albert, his business partner, and rushed out to welcome them. When he saw me, Kent was very surprised. Michelle, why did you get off the Albert's business car? Are you back together with William? How could I possibly get back with that scumbag? Kent, I have something to tell you. Don't be surprised. What's up? What? You got married? To Arthur? Don't be surprised. That's Albert, the CEO. How could he make you responsible? Right, I also thought so, but he did. Sob, just enjoy it. Many people dream of being his wife, but can't. And most importantly, what? William is his son, you've become his stepmother. Oh my, I didn't know that. William is 21, and he's 30, eh? Not his biological son? Not exactly. Their relationship is quite complex, have Arthur tell you, but there is a blood relationship. As we gossiped happily, Arthur's voice suddenly rang out. Michelle, hurry up. I jumped, hoping he hadn't heard us. Oh, coming. I quickly went back to my room to pack my stuff. Kent, I'm leaving. Bah, you've forgotten your friends for love. In the car, Arthur frowned and asked, why did it take you so long to pack? Oh, I chatted with Kent for a while, so I got late. After a while on the road, the car stopped and I noticed we hadn't left the villa area. Is the car out of gas? No, we're here. Oh, it's quite close. Arthur helped me with my luggage. I asked, which room am I sleeping in? Ha, which room am I sleeping in? What do you think? Of course. The master bedroom, my wife. Arthur leaned in close to my ear and breathed out. My face instantly turned red to the roots of my ears. It's okay, a CEO should be very busy, he should be in the study. I comforted myself. After Arthur had put away my luggage, he went to the study. I felt relieved and started wandering around the villa. I hadn't noticed when I came in, but now I felt that the villa's decor was all to my liking. Did Arthur have the same taste as me? Yes, it should be. In the evening, I lay anxiously in the master bedroom, praying that Arthur wouldn't come in. Don't come, don't come, don't come. As I was praying, I heard the sound of the door opening. Why, shouldn't a normal CEO be working in the study at this time? Can't you just be a normal CEO? Sob, just as I was thinking this, I felt a warm touch behind me, pulling me into a warm embrace. Ah. Wait, we just got married, shouldn't you keep your distance from me, Michelle, what did you say? Did I just say that out loud? Yes, you did. Ah. So embarrassing. How did I say that? Before I could say anything, Arthur cut me off. Michelle, we are legally married, why would I keep my distance from you? If I remember correctly, we only met today, right? And I was coerced into this marriage by you. Sob. Ah, well. I couldn't say it, so I just awkwardly smiled. Does Michelle really dislike me? Arthur's words were tinged with a hint of hurt. How could I bear that? I didn't, Before I could finish my sentence, Arthur sealed my lips. Ah, there goes my first kiss. When I pushed Arthur away, I could hardly catch my breath. Michelle, there's a banquet tomorrow afternoon. Will you accompany me? He looked at me hesitantly. I encouraged him to ask whatever was on his mind. Do you know William? He asked casually. He's somewhat related to me, now my son. Arthur's tone was as if talking about what he had for lunch. Feigning anger, I exclaimed, you have a son? You, no, Michelle. William isn't my biological son. Then how is he your son now? Arthur's expression darkened briefly. His biological father is a bastard, older than me by over a decade. He caused the death of my mother and then kicked me out of the Albert family. Later, I managed to come back with the help of my grandfather and pushed him down. After he died, I adopted William. If you have enmity with him, why give him such a good life? I blurted out before realizing I might have crossed a line. I thought Arthur wouldn't answer. I want to ruin him. I give him a good life, readily handing him money whenever he asks, making him think I'm nurturing him as an heir. But I won't leave a single penny of my estate to him. Arthur's eyes held a touch of madness, shocking me. Quickly recovering, Arthur embraced me. I'm sorry, Michelle, did I scare you? Will you still go to the banquet tomorrow afternoon? Yes. Arthur relaxed a bit, letting go and turning towards the bathroom to shower. The bathroom's frosted glass revealed silhouettes inside, accompanied by the gentle sound of water droplets. Does Arthur have abs? Wait, what am I thinking? After a moment, as Arthur emerged from the bathroom, a hint of mist surrounding him, his hair partially dried, adorned with some water droplets. Wrapped in a bathrobe around his waist, with water droplets cascading down his abs. Arthur had an amazing physique. Oh my, what am I even thinking? Noticing my gaze, Arthur looked towards me, a slight curve forming at the corner of his mouth. Oh dear, why does this man have to be so handsome? Michelle, what are you looking at? I quickly covered my face with a blanket, stuttering, huh? Who's looking? I didn't look, don't make baseless claims. Arthur swiftly uncovered the blanket, pulling me into his arms, lightly chuckling, actions speak louder than words. He then grabbed my hand and placed it on his abdomen. My face turned red in an instant. Why is Arthur like this? No dreams last night. When I woke up, the space next to me was empty. Arthur must have gone to the company. I sat up and the door suddenly opened. Arthur poked his head in from outside. Michelle, are you awake? Come and have breakfast. I quickly got out of bed. Going downstairs, I saw Arthur sitting at the dining table with breakfast laid out, all my favorites. Arthur looked up and smiled. Awake? Come and eat. I hurried to the table and sat down across from Arthur, burying my head in breakfast. Eat slowly, no one is competing with you. Upon hearing this, I slowed down. After finishing, I noticed Arthur looking at me. When our eyes met, he quickly looked away and returned to his tablet. With his head down, Arthur spoke. Get dressed, we're going to the mall later. What are we going to the mall for? Arthur looked up, gazing at the wedding ring. Arthur took me to a shopping mall under Albert's flagship, heading straight to the jewelry section. The sales manager at the front desk personally greeted Arthur upon hearing of his arrival, hesitating for a moment when seeing me. Boss, who is this? My wife. Boss, what kind of jewelry do you need? A wedding ring. I glanced at Arthur. This man really is economical with words, not saying a single extra word. Boss, how about this pink diamond ring? It's the latest style of this season. I looked at the description next to it. True love is rare, sweet love. The meaning was nice. At a glance at the price, over $7 million, so expensive. But we got married in a flash, isn't this too precious? This must be splurging with money. Michelle, what do you think? It's pretty good. Let's go with this one. Are there any others like it? Boss, this is the latest design, the only set available on the market. The others have not been released yet. The sales manager finished speaking and glanced at me, seeming like the boss really loves his wife. I smirked. Hee, well, then let's not release the others. What? What the heck? Arthur just admitted it? Oh my, can't handle this. Sitting in the car, I looked at the ring on my ring finger. I glanced at Arthur, whose hand holding the steering wheel reflected a gleam of light. Michelle, I have prepared the dresses for the afternoon banquet, 3 sets in total. Take a look at which one you like. Oh wow, that was quick. In the afternoon, I entered the banquet hall wearing a light purple dress. As soon as I entered, I saw Mary arm in arm with William, chatting and laughing with the people around them. Mary spotted me and walked over with William. Isn't this Michelle? You're here too? I rolled my eyes. What's it to you whether I come or not? Mary was clearly taken aback by my response and didn't know what to say for a moment. Seeing Mary hesitate, William spoke up to defend me. Michelle, you're here, that's all that matters. Why make Mary feel embarrassed? I sneered. One asks me why I'm here, the other says it's fine that I'm here. You two are really something. Perfect match, the scumbag and the bitch. William, seeing my disdainful expression, suddenly chuckled. Michelle, don't think these tricks can grab my attention. I only have Mary in my heart. My God, what a pretentious couple. Mary blushed at William's words. Honey, stop it, I'll get embarrassed. Good Lord, what a couple of pretentious people, I muttered to myself as I heard footsteps approaching and turned my head. Kent was walking towards me with a smile, swaying his skirt. Wouldn't hurt to see if they like you back, incredibly self-righteous. Just as William was about to speak, a voice came from the doorway. Boss is here. Looks like Arthur has finally arrived. William, hearing the voice, sneered at me. Just like a dog relying on its master. William then walked towards Arthur. Dad, you're here. Arthur glanced at him and walked straight towards me. William thought Arthur was going to stand up for him, so he looked at me smugly. Seeing that look in his eyes, a trace of wicked amusement crossed my mind. Leaving Kent beside me, I walked towards Arthur. Michelle, you traitor who values appearance over friendship, Kent exclaimed, stamping his foot. As I approached Arthur, I hooked my arm around his. My love, you're here. Arthur's body visibly tensed. William's expression changed, and then he smiled. Michelle, do you know who this is? I smiled slightly. Yes, I do. Before William could finish his sentence, Arthur interrupted him. What my wife does, when does it become your concern? Your voice might be small, but it carries authority. William looked pale. Arthur continued, mind your manners, my dear, you should call her mom. I stifled a laugh in my heart. My ex-girlfriend turned into mom after 6 months, unexpected, right? Arthur noticed William hesitating to speak up. What's the matter? Do you have a problem? William's face turned red. Dad, no. No problem. I'll call her. William then awkwardly said, Mom, even though I'm only 2 years older than William, it felt strange for him to call me Mom. But the feeling of getting back at a jerk like this was just too satisfying. Mary, on the side, looked green-faced, stunned and didn't speak for a while. Well, she hoped William would stand up for her, but he ended up calling someone Mom. I would be surprised if I were her too. But now, I'm the one being called Mom. It's just too satisfying. The rest of the banquet was filled with the following scenes. I walked arm in arm with Arthur, chatting and eating, while Arthur introduced me to the guest stud until I saw Adele. Adele was walking arm in arm with a man, chatting and laughing. The man seemed familiar. I finally spoke up. Adele, who is this? Adele gave a faint smile. Michelle, this is my husband, Jerry. Jerry looked at Adele with affectionate smile. Oh? Jerry, sounds familiar, seems like Jim's brother. Where's Charlotte? Kent asked. Oh, she just got married, and went on a honeymoon with Jim. That's just like her. Is Kevin here? Kent asked again. Adele looked at Kent with a teasing tone. What? Our leading lady has her eyes on Kevin? Kent blushed and tried to explain. What are you talking about? I just have a business project with Kevin lately. Oh, we totally believe you, Adele and I said in unison. Kent, humph, all of you bully a single guy. Adele was surprised. Michelle, you're married? Yeah, I am. I showed the ring on my hand. Adele instantly recognized the pink diamond that had been discontinued, figuring out it was from Arthur. Wow, Michelle, Arthur is quite thoughtful. There's only one set of sweet vows left as the rest got discontinued. It seems he really loves you. Arthur walked over and dragged me away, throwing a parting shot. Go play, don't bother my wife. I was dragged away, facing the curious gazes of the two women. Arthur pulled me outside. Arthur, what are you doing? It's freezing cold, and I'm still wearing a dress. I shivered as I spoke. Why, just now you called me husband, now suddenly changed your tone? My face flushed. You don't have to remember these things so clearly. But he wouldn't let it go, Husband, Arthur's expression softened. Get in the car. Let's go home. But the banquet isn't over yet. Where are we going? There's nothing going on. Let's just go home first. After the banquet, Arthur got busy. He was going on a business trip this week, and the next week he had a new product launch to inspect. It's been almost a month since I last saw Arthur. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve, and Kent is also on a business trip, leaving me alone again. Oh well, I'm used to it. Ever since my parents passed away, I have always spent Chinese New Year alone. In the morning, I woke up and made breakfast. A new drama was airing during the spring festival season, similar to the time in my past life. There are housekeepers in Arthur's villa, so I didn't need to clean up, making the day quite leisurely. At night, I stayed up late for the New Year countdown and suddenly received a call from Arthur. I picked up. And his voice came through the phone. Hello? Still not sleeping? Still up for the countdown. Missing me? Were you thinking of me? Suddenly, Arthur said. Yes, I miss you. Then look outside. Huh? Look outside for what? Confused, I looked out the window. A man holding a phone seemed to notice something, looked over, and smirked. Then from the phone, I heard, come down. I quickly put on some clothes, slipped on my slippers, and ran outside. I didn't know why I was so happy, maybe because someone was spending the new year with me. As soon as I stepped out, I threw myself into Arthur's arms, and he held me steadily. Why are you suddenly back? Of course, I'm here to spend the new year with my little bunny. What, you even have a pet bunny? How come I didn't know? I pretended to be angry. Arthur tapped my nose and chuckled. My little bunny, even when you're angry, you're so cute. The countdown for New Year's ended, and fireworks lit up the sky. Happy New Year, my little bunny, you're another year older. I nestled in Arthur's arms, nodding gently, Happy New Year.